First time you've ever met me. I know I kind of look like a Republican, but I'm not. Lifelong Democrat. So on a more serious note, I was there last Saturday in Charlottesville. I was about 20 yards away when the car struck. The scene there was surreal. I've never seen anything like it in this country. And it kind of brought me back to my time in Ukraine and Donetsk, shortly after the Russians invaded. And they were, the Russians had hired these thugs, and then oftentimes they were Russian soldiers. They're just beating the crap out of, protesters from Kyiv mostly, young students who were, protesting to keep their country together. And it felt like that, but it was Charlottesville, not Ukraine. There were Nazis and KKK members and white supremacists all over that town. There were platoons, they were in uniform. And I just never thought I would ever see that in our country. It just completely took me by surprise. And I think our Constitution is prepared to handle presidents like Trump, but it's not prepared to handle a president like Trump with a Congress that's complicit. And that's what's happening right now. David Brat is a yes man to Donald Trump. Every facet. It's why our country is under attack right now. The very pillars of our republic are under attack. They're attacking the media. How often do you see Dave Brat? Fake news this, fake news that. Well, they're trying to undermine the media, which is accountability, people. This is what it is. It's how officials are held accountable through their actions, is the media. And they're trying to get rid of that. We cannot allow it to happen. Now, I think that the Senate is out of reach, personally. I think it's just not possible. There are 10 Democrats up in Republican states next year. There's only one Republican up in a Democrat state. That's Heller in Nevada. So it's the House. We have to take the House. It's why I'm running. It is the core reason why I'm running. And I'll be damned if I'm going to stand by and watch people like Donald Trump and Dave Brat tear our country down. I spent 25 years in the Marine Corps fighting for it. I'm not going to stand by. I need your help, but we can do this. Thank you.
All right, so no note cards required to speak. You get to speak. This is kind of the anti-Brat style town hall format. So there is no staff moderation. I'm going to leave the mic here. It is open comment, public comment. This is citizen-led. So please come share and voice your concerns. All we have to do is follow library policy. So as long as we're doing that, say and do whatever your heart compels. You may address our congressman or not.
How long do they have?
Oh, please limit your comments, though, your heartfelt comments to about 2 minutes. Unless nobody wants to speak, and then one person can speak for...
Usually my voice carries.
Please come up here, though, so that we can appropriately and adequately document.
Hi, my name is Maria Stiliano, and if anybody has driven on Skipwood past the hospital, and you see a house with all those signs, actually I just had one taken down that had a swastika on with Trump's name. And we get a couple of people that still have Confederate flags in the neighborhood, but everybody has a right to First Amendment. That's what makes us Americans, and not somebody else. But the question that I have among the four is, nobody mentioned the middle class. Nobody mentioned raising the minimum wage. How in God's name are you going to build up a middle class that we had when our parents had, because we had unions, we had minimum wage. My first job paid $90 an hour. Wow. I didn't do that. A week. With that much money, we could have had a small apartment. We could have had a small, it was the minimum wage. It guaranteed the absolute minimum. Now you have families grouping together, college graduates, not only living with their parents back, but with other groups because they can't afford the basic minimum. Grocery store prices keep going up. When I was growing up, Sunday was I-round, roast beef. You can't buy an I-round, it's too expensive. The only time they have it is during Christmas time. Thank you.
Mr. Pratt, my name is Glenn Bessa. I live in Chesterfield County, and I understand that you met with Dominion today, and it's certainly appropriate that you would meet with Dominion, but I have to tell you that as a practical matter, Democrats and Republicans in this state basically do whatever Dominion asks, and it's not generally in the public interest. Just 3 years ago, basically the General Assembly and the governor signed a bill that gave them $1 billion in excess charges that should have been